What is going on, Entra? This is day 51 of the 90-day challenge. Today I had got busy with my third ebook, which had to do with 3 quick wins for the customer. I talked about that a day or two ago. So it's not done yet, but it's getting there. It's more of the software side of it, making it look good. I got it all written out, so we're all set there. Getting the right pictures, bullet points, get that going. But I kind of had a quick little conversation with my brother, who is at a point where I think he's knocking on the door of becoming his own entrepreneur. What am I trying to say? He's looking at becoming an entrepreneur himself. Yeah, he's got this knack for knowing how to make CBD gummies. He's actually got his own patent, and that was something else I had talked about a while back. But no, it's cool because essentially at a point where he's starting to acknowledge his own value, and it's not this empty sort of, well, I deserve it because I did this, but rather I can do this and it's worth a lot. And I had actually asked him, it's like, man, this whole CBD thing seems like the gold rush from back in the day. He goes, yeah, actually that analogy has been used a lot. So he's got a head start on this thing. So I'm really excited for him for that. So he's got this going on this side, and then the other side he does a lot of comedy skits where he does stand up a little bit, and then he's got his own YouTube channel. He's actually pretty good. He doesn't have a lot of videos. He's probably got about 20, but he had a huge health scare last year that got in the middle of that. That's a long story, and I don't spit verbatim on people's diagnoses for health reasons. But nonetheless, he's cool now. He's healthy as an ox. So I'm really stoked about that for my brother. And I've mentioned before that I'm really tight with family, and just to see that kind of moment for him to say it's time to do something else. And that was the case for me. With the golf course work, I got to a point as an assistant superintendent, as I am right now, where I knew for a while that I did not want to be a superintendent. And so I got to a point where I was just kind of like, okay, time to look for something else. And that's where this whole thing kind of happened all at once, and within a 1 week's time, where I started reflecting on why I don't want to become superintendent. It's not sustainable. People go through divorces, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, strokes, heart attacks, and whatnot in that position. I did not want that in my life. During that time, this is late February of this year, I just happened to come across Jeff's Entre commercial. I got bugs for days out here. Excuse me. Yeah, so I saw Jeff's Entre video on Instagram, and I didn't know what it was yet. I just had faith in the fact that you could make money online now. At one point, it just seemed like a big scam to me, where listen to this video where you have no idea how long it is, nor can you pause it except for mute for it. But at the end, you say, you hit this big red button. Was that Staples, the easy button? That's what it reminded me of. But wasn't the case. Spent the however much it was, a few bucks on the Entre blueprint, and that's where it's like, And so then as time went on, I was able to start finding the correlation between what I enjoy doing as a passion, which is this grass thing. I just don't want to go any farther with it traditionally, and teaching that online. That's kind of it in a nutshell. So anyhow, I didn't know that I was going to share that today, but it just kind of led from one thing to the next. I guess that's how it's supposed to work anyways. So anyhow, that's day 51. We'll see you tomorrow on the 52nd. Thanks, you guys.